is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not good.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Setting up the screen. Across the 45. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now, 1st and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume build. So much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and there's a kick. Left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Big guy smells it. And they will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Denmark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Ivy. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. And the Nittany Lions are marching down the field. It'll be a draw. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Marshall.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air, it's Underwood. Grab near the sticks. It's Marsh. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Got room to work. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take out and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Good timing on the quick out. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Gets it to the back. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets it out fast. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Haynes. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Finds his man. It's Moore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Saunders. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab on the left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
The play-action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They cut into this lead the last time they had it the score. Find space on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He wants a big play here late. And he's got it inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off! What a play by this defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. What a show. Both of these teams of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports. When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They're going to run it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Incomplete, thanks to the great pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of...
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Penn State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With the catch, it's Saunders. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Rushes on him. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. A strike downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Makes his man miss. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Saunders. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley. Time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's Ivy. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing right. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Albright. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to throw again. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Oh, they're after him. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Denmark. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Got a man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Penn State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff you. Protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 coming up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return not only. Get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's a draw. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why.
And he takes this. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man down the middle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So now it's 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate